Hello, and welcome to the presentation for the smartphone design project. My name is Mahendra Baghel. I am the project manager for the project, and our lead designers are Ben, Carla, Dan, and Elsa. We'll start the presentation with defining the task, how we came up with the task for this project, how we did the analysis behind the task. We started with a statement of work. We try to figure out what exactly is we're supposed to do. What are the things that are within the scope of this project? What is the scope of our project? We are going to design a smartphone, which is going to be the next generation smartphone. We're designing the phone, but we're not building the end product. The other thing was, there's already something established. There's already a product in the market. We are enhancing. We are also building the new features on the product and making sure that it's up to the expectations of the consumers. We did some risk analysis to figure out how these tasks are going to be accomplished, what are the bottlenecks, what are the dependencies, and where we might have an issue with completing the task on time. Based on the statement of work and the risk analysis, we broke down the complete project into small tasks, and we built a work breakdown structure. We came up with the task, we came up with the subtasks, associated tasks for the main completion, or to figure out what is going to be our main deliverable for that particular phase. And then we move forward. The next thing we did was we estimated the resources for the task. We worked on the concept of horses for the courses. We want to make sure that we get the experts for each task from if the experts are available within the organization, we'll take the experts from here. If we have to hire experts from outside or bring the experts from our vendors, we will do that. The second thing was, when are the resources are available? Are the resources available when the task is on the schedule on the project plan, or are we going to change our task schedule based on the availability of the resources? We basically made sure our schedule matches with the schedule of the resources. The third thing was the budget constraint. We want the experts for each and every task. We want the best for each and every task, but we also have to keep in mind what is the budget assigned for each task, how much money we can spend to fulfill each task to the best possible, to provide you the best quality. Also make sure we stay within the budget. Another goal was to make sure we communicate with all the stakeholders. And we identified all the stakeholders. We identified the information that is required by each stakeholders. For example, our senior management needed us to be within the budget, on time, on a schedule. So we had to give them weekly reports on how much we are spending, where we are in the project, how many tasks are completed, if we have any challenges, those kind of things. We also made sure we keep you guys, the customers, informed where what we are in the entire process, how the progress is, and so on. We also decided on the frequency. What would the frequency depending on each stakeholders? Our senior management needed a report on weekly basis, but for you on the executive committee, on your side, on the customer side, we were doing more monthly, and with the point of contact, the managers on your side, we were talking on the weekly basis. We are also making sure that we keep the consumer informed. We want to keep the consumer interested. Yes, you are our end customer, but your end customers are the consumer for who we are designing the product. So we wanted to keep giving them some teasers, some kind of, this is what is coming in future. And also, we define what responses we need from you, from our senior management, from within the team, what is the frequency of response we need from the team, and those kind of things. The main challenges in this project was to identify the stakeholders, because we got the contract from you guys, the customer, but the end customer is the consumer in the market who's going to look at the product, buy the product, and either appreciate or not appreciate the design of the product. So we had to make sure we identify each and every stakeholders, starting from our own team to the end consumer. The budget was also a challenge because the company is paying from our own pocket. Basically, we are paying from our own pockets to build this product. So we had to make sure that we stay within the budget. At the same time, we want to make sure that we provide you the best product possible, which you think is worth the money. The requirements, because we are designing about a future product, we are designing things which are not there in the market. So the whole team had to come together and basically put our heads together and figure out what is there, what can be the wish. We also use the market analysis. We also use the current design requirements provided by you guys. We also basically use the current market research and your consumer research that you provided. And we did some of our own, and then we came up with the requirements. It has been wonderful working on this project. And thank you again for the opportunity. And it was really a wonderful project. Thank you.